Hey team, so in the last video we talked through video dimensions for specific types of projects on Capcut. So now that all of that is settled, we are ready to understand the toolbar a little bit more. So right before I started this video, I just made one quick edit so that I could show you the first tool, which is the undo and the redo button. Right over here on the left, you'll see the undo button, which I just click, and it brings up a clip that I had put there previously but then deleted. If I wanted to redo that, I would just click the redo arrow. You can also use Command Z to do the same thing. These are very simple tools, so you'll probably use them all the time. But for now, I'm just going to delete that so we can move on to the next tool, which is the split tool. This is going to be one of your most used tools. Essentially what it does is it allows you to create a split or a cut, as video editors would probably refer to it, anywhere you would like in your clip. Just drag your playhead to where you would like the split to be, and you can see it right there. Now, to better understand this, I'm going to jump to the other side of the toolbar, which the turn on main track magnet button is located. If you have this clicked on, which will automatically be clicked on when you're opening Capcut, it will drag your clips together. But once it's clicked off, you can create space in between your clips, so you could add other things such as a graphic, animation, whatever you may like. So when you have this clicked on, you're not able to create space in between, and when you have it clicked off, you are able to. I'm going to leave it clicked off for the rest of this, but I will undo all of those actions so that we can move through the rest of the toolbar. So the next tool is the delete button. It's a little trash can. It does exactly what you might imagine it to. If I press this, it'll delete the clip that I have selected. Then I'll go back to this undo tool to bring my clip back into the timeline. You can also use Command Z to bring it back as well. The next tool is freeze, sort of similar to the cut or the split button. This will create a freeze frame wherever your playhead is dragged to. So essentially, just click it, and when your magnet is turned off, you can adjust the length of the freeze frame that you just created, and it essentially just takes a snapshot of wherever your playhead was. Maybe you wanted to use this to really emphasize a part of your video footage and put text over it or something like that. A lot of you may not use this tool very often, so if you have any questions about it, please let me know, and I'd be happy to dive into it more. Just going to undo, so we're back to normal. The next tool is the reverse tool, another one that you may not use very often, but I will just quickly show you how it works. It will reverse your video footage for you. Essentially, it plays back to front instead of front to back. This will heavily distort your audio track, so just be careful when you're using this that your audio is turned off. Otherwise, you'll create a very unnerving audio track for your viewers. So I'm going to undo that, and the next tool is the mirror tool. This will flip the perspective by 180 degrees of your video footage. As you can see here in the player panel, it just flips the perspective of the video footage, and similarly the rotate will do the same thing, just adjusting the angle that the video is positioned at. These tools will be very useful for you if you're not liking the look of your video footage. You can always adjust using these two tools. And then the crop tool is super fun. Let's say you recorded something and you didn't realize a part of your home was showing that you didn't really want to show, and you just want to focus in on like one aspect of the frame. So for this example, I'll focus in on the two people in the black shirts. All I got to do is press confirm, and it'll crop the video for me. And then I can adjust it to fit the dimensions pretty easily by just adjusting it in the player panel. This one will definitely come in handy, so if you have any questions about how this works, please feel free to reach out to me. But I'm just going to undo that so we're back to normal. And then all the way on the other side, you'll see the next tool, which is the record tool. I am going to record a separate training on this tool specifically, but what it does is it essentially allows you to record voiceover tracks or audio tracks underneath your video that will play. Again, I'm going to record a separate video on this, so we won't dive into it. I did explain the turn off main track magnet tool. but this is just a reminder that it will automatically be turned on when you start a new project, so make sure you turn that off if you need to make cuts in between your video footage. And then finally, just this zoom tool will allow you to zoom in and out of your timeline so you can make precise cuts and get really in the nitty-gritty of your edits. If you have any questions about the toolbar, please feel free to reach out to me. There's so many other tools on this program that are fun to use, so definitely play around and let me know what you think.